Hello and thanks for joining me on Frag Hero today. I am so excited to show you this Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay and I hope you're just as hyped as I am. You're about to watch me play the second half of the East Anglia story arc, so strap in, and a huge thank you to Ubisoft for giving me access to this great game. Off we go on the Raising Iron quest. So you might have noticed that I'm playing as the female Eivor, and I actually did this sneaky little switch obviously in editing, so when you're playing yourself you can switch at any point, but yeah, I've just cut that bit out. So now we're playing as the male version.
You knowing your kind did all this?
Rued's clan is your enemy, not me. I come on behalf of the late Oswald of Ilmenham.
You're still a Dane from top to two. It's your meddling that led to Oswald's death, leaving our kingdom for the worst.
This quest focuses around an elder man called Oswald. We have to join with his steward, Fenir, to go on a journey to raise an army against a local tyrant. Oswald wants to unite Saxons and Danes to bring prosperity back to the region.
I have problems of my own.
East Anglia will fall if Rued's clan is not defeated. Fight with me to drive them off, for Oswald and your kinsmen.
Pretty words, Dane. But the men of Eivor have their own battles to fight.
If you need an axe, I'm standing right here.
There's a village to the east, Kingsbury. It was taken by Rued's men a fortnight ago. And I'll not rest until it's back in our hands.
Let me and my raiders take the village. Save your strength, and join us for the fight to come.
A bold offer. If you do as you promise, the pikes of Eivor will be yours.
I will take this news to our forward camp, Eivor. Follow when you can.
I will see you there.
Kingsbury's church has a great horn atop its steeple. If you manage the task, blow it, and I'll know you kept your word.
You there, Dane. Oh.
You called to me.
We heard you talking with the...
I'm glad to...
Sorry, I skipped that cutscene quite quickly there, I forgot about that. But anyway, I'm having a little explore now, so I'll just be quiet and let you enjoy the gameplay for a few minutes. Okay, I lied, it wasn't a few minutes. So now we're going to continue on with the quest, and this is where you get to put your Viking skills to the test and command a longboat. Also, did you notice that I've switched back to the female version?
And your oars.
Anyway, enjoy this little boat ride in peace. It's quite scenic, really.
What's that? Barracks of some kind?
Okay, yeah, clearly the time for peace is over because this is where we start the next raid that's part of the quest. Looking at the HUD, you'll see that there are different abilities available to Eivor. So bottom left, we've got the abilities used to enhance the left-handed weapon. So in this instance, it was my bow, and I could do things like load multiple arrows at once for a more potent attack. Other stuff. On the bottom right, we've got the abilities for my axe, and you can see me very poorly demonstrating how to execute these abilities well. And it's so heartbreaking to see because once your stamina is out, you can't use those abilities again until it's replenished. You of course earn skill points throughout the game, which can unlock additional training and skills though. Other abilities get rewarded to you as wealth as you play, so you eventually have a huge repertoire that you can switch between to have your favourite 4 abilities enabled when you enter a particular battle with. So when you're doing your character setup, you can select what weapons you prefer, but be aware that a spear is two-handed, so you won't be able to carry a secondary weapon. You obviously also can't switch your setup during a raid or fight, which definitely got the best of me at least once. That is a nice decapitation kill. So yeah, Assassin's Creed, as you can see, Valhalla is going to be very brutal. Okay, now you'll have to excuse me for getting a little bit stabby. You can see that I really liked my axe. And another thing to note is that you need to beware of fire, because I definitely died to that once before. Odin Sight, which we just saw, the little blue light thing. It's a really cool feature that scans the area to highlight items of interest, and it can even show you where your enemies are. And once you come out of your sights, things that have been highlighted to you in the area will actually still be visible. So that means as you're on the move, your enemy will still be highlighted and red, stuff like that. And now we're continuing on with the quest, and we're going to take on the next lot of enemies. Remember to stack up on rations and health supplies as you go, as you would in any other game, but yeah. Now here I'm trying to flank the enemies and be a bit clever by choosing a less obvious entry point to start the next part of the mission. Okay, time to meet Sona. So Sona the Raven was literally my favourite thing about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So yeah, sure, parkour is fun and all, but having a Raven that can literally see everything for you is a dream, and super stalky. Anyway, my attempt at stealth didn't go very well because the archer spotted me. I'm still not sure whether Sona alerts enemies that you're there or not. I definitely didn't use my abilities as much as I should have for this particular fight. But who needs special abilities when you can just shove someone off the highest point you're near? Can you believe that when I was actually playing this demo, I was questioning whether the guy that I'd just thrown off there was dead or not? I think he's dead. Yeah, as you can see, the light bow that I currently had equipped wasn't really doing the job for me. And it's such a shame because I love shooting with a bow and arrow. But yeah, as you go, you can actually reclaim your arrows from your slain enemies, but I'd actually run out of arrows on the other weapons that I had available. So one of the abilities that you're about to see is the Kick of Tyre, aka Stomp, and it was literally my favourite bloody thing to use during this game, apart from Sona obviously. It was easy to get on target every time, so yeah, flashbacks to earlier when I was trying to use my charge ability and I just sent myself flying into a bush. And it was super satisfying, obviously, to squish an opponent's head. Now it's time to watch me get absolutely shanked. The Berserker was a bitch to fight, and it took me a while to get my bearings. Something to note is that if you can time an attack or block at the precise moment that you think the enemy's going to try and strike you, it will get you a nice parry, and you can do that with literally anything from your axe to your shield or yeah, whatever you've got equipped. In case you didn't realise, also the little dotty square rotatey thing that's going around on the Berserker is because I've locked onto him as my target. Nice finisher. Yes. Some of these finishers are literally brutal, but yeah, I'm sure you got that from the trailers we saw a few months ago. So to complete this mission, there were still some enemies left to take on. So yeah, there were still some enemies left to take on to finish this quest. So here I'm using my Poison Blade ability on the big guy, followed by a nice swift stomp to the next unfortunate guy. I later discovered that holding down L1 on my controller let me hack my axe, and yeah, I wish I'd used that here. Now this just comes down to personal opinion and preference, but I seem to play a lot of FPS games, and you know, it might be pathetic, but I sometimes struggle with third person. I think because the gameplay and the mechanics are so cool, I sometimes got distracted by other enemies. So like if I was in a group and there were lots of fights going on around me, yeah, I would assume that I'd taken out the guy, and then I'd start looking at a different person in that group and then would wind up getting killed because I wasn't looking at myself. So yeah, third person isn't for everyone, but I did enjoy it. Yep, I'll just steal that kill. Fabulous.
Time to sound the
Top
horn.
player, aren't I?
Signal victory.
Right, so I don't know if you just heard, but we need to sound the horn to finish this part of the quest. Also, can you see the little guy in red there between the door? That's the Odin sight after effects, showing where our enemies are, even when we're not in our Odin sights. That's another ability. Woo, thanks game. Now, the parkour that you all know and love from the Assassin's Creed series, I can confirm that pretty much everything, and I think everything was climbable in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so you've definitely got that to look forward to.
The Reeve has come to join me. Let's hope his promise holds.
The horn! It's been so long since
I held to my oath, Reeve. I hope you will honor yours.
My promise holds, aye.
Okay, we'll just quiet him for a second, but yeah, cutscenes are interactive in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so you can change the camera angle to get a better view. And also the fact that they're interactive, I don't think it's at this bit, but earlier you saw that we got to choose our answer, and the answers that you choose can actually affect the gameplay outcome later on, so be really, really specific and true to your choices.
Eivor has answered the call. I should join Finnr at our forward camp. What do you see?
Do you ever just watch yourself playing and find yourself really annoying? Like, how many times am I going to circle back to collect those damn raspberries? Like, yeah, rations are important, but come on. Sorry. Okay, so you might wonder why I'm being so stealthy here, but it's because in a previous playthrough of this, I didn't actually sound the horn. I didn't realise you needed to do that, even though it said it on screen to finish that quest. So I went ahead by myself, and there were actually a bunch of enemies here that got the best of me. So yeah, that's why I'm crouching.
Cast about this land, my friend. The Kingsbury horn has inspired more than a few farmers to action. You did this?
Aye. We heard the horn's call, as in times past. Are we to rise against Rued's dogs?
Theobald will rise, and Northwich, and Almenham.
Then we will too. Oswald drew first blood taking Rued down. We will finish what he started.
We meet at the ruins, north of Burr Castle.
We're only hog farmers, but we'll fight as hard as we're able. Let's go. There's a long road ahead for us.
Go, my eyes.
Okay, now we're moving forward with the mission and we're heading towards the city settlement, and I've just used sonar to scout out before I've gone ahead. Yeah, this bit's a bit brutal and you're all going to hate me and I hate myself for killing the doggo. So yeah, I can confirm there are dogs in this game. But yeah, I only went and killed him. I thought it was a human getting ready to attack me, so I went in hard. R.I.P. doggy. But this is where we'll stop this part of the gameplay demo for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, as I ventured away from the main mission. There was actually a 50-man fight remaining that I kind of opted to avoid because I'd been shanked a little bit trying to do a raid, and yeah, I was a bit stressed out. I opted for a bit of open world exploration instead. That was a lot more chill. Make sure you like and subscribe to be the first to watch the other videos we've got in store for you, showing off a raid, a boss fight and open world gameplay. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and you're just as psyched as I am to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla when it's released. Thanks for watching.